I hope everybody had a wonderful, just starting off again with the new year. I know some of us I haven't seen you since last week, but if I have, it's the first time back, welcome back. And, we have a lot to be thankful for today. We have a lot to be thankful for in the coming days. I'm thanking God already for deliverance and for mercy and for favor, because at this point, we know that what's coming to us in the next 48 hours, and it's going to be a bit, testy. Touch and go here and there. We got to just depend on the Lord for His guidance and definitely His grace as we endure this. So again, take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, check on those who can't, and just make sure that we all have a safe and warm and sustainable couple of days. I wanted to talk to you about something that I saw, a real cute little clip, where it deals with the changing and improving yourself. Well, what I saw was this man, pretty tall, heavy-set kind of man, He had on his workout clothes. He had on a sweatshirt, sweatpants, jogging shoes, had a little sweatband over his head. And in the background, you hear this, kind of Olympic style, music, and some inspiring words, when you're building on what you want, you don't give up, you keep hope alive, you push to your goal. And he's just running, and you can see him slow motion, running, and you see that the sweat is dripping, and he's just, putting forth that best push of his life, and he's running so hard, and then the camera pulls up to what he's running to. It's the McDonald's. And I was saying, man, you got me there. I was about to be inspired. Here I am thinking, okay, he's really doing what he needs to do. I'm feeling good because I'm like, okay, I can do that too. If he's doing it, I can do it too. And he is running to the McDonald's. And I said, you know what, this looks a little bit like me too, so I can relate anyway. All right, well, he did run. You got to give him some credit. You got to give him something, He was running, so a little bit of little calories and everything. You can have his Big Mac in peace. So yeah, absolutely. Well, that brought me to thinking about how we make resolutions and how when it comes down to making these resolutions and thinking about what we do we conclude God in those resolutions? So that way we can be sure that we're running to the thing that we need to run to and not to something that we shouldn't. It tells me that we are called by God to live according to His will, not our own. For Christ's sake, not our own. It is not for us, but to Him that all glory belongs. We have to think about that. When we put God into the plans that we make, it makes the plans move smoothly, right? We're not running, we might be running, but we're not running to the McDonald's, right? We're running to God and we're running to His will. So in that case, I want to just kind of give a couple of points about making these resolutions, which is, first of all, resolve sensibly. Think about what you are asking for and if it's in His will. Because sometimes we ask for things that are not, and of course we get depressed or get discouraged when it doesn't turn out like we want it to. So have some sense when you're thinking and consider all the implications of our resolutions. Be careful to make resolutions with others in mind, even if it means making new resolutions and stretching them out over the time that we have. Also, understand that you cannot do anything without God's help. Amen. Nothing can be done without God's help. So resolve and dependence on what the Lord leads you to. And also be humble when you make a resolution. Sometimes we ask for too many things that are a little bit too high on our bracket. We have champagne wishes with, beer dreams and things like that, right? With our resources, we don't have that, So we need to approach Him in humble reliance on His grace as we seek not merely the blessings, but the one who blesses. All right. And lastly, resolving for Christ's sake. we need to again remember that it is not for us, but to His glory that we do everything that we do. And so with those things, make your resolutions. If you still have them, if you have not broken them, make them with the sight of God as the one who receives the glory. Amen? All right, thank you.
So trust in Him, He'll work it out for you. Someone asked a question.